Body Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel in Victory Formation. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. Now, Zion Williamson and the Jordan brand have come together to release the Zion 1 sneaker. Now, Zion Williamson, as we know, is just taking the league by storm, and Jordan brand has unveiled his first signature sneaker for Zion. And this is perfect. This is perfect timing. It's the perfect thing to do. And it's all setting Zion up to be the face of the NBA, to be the next face of the NBA. The way you do that, well, there's a few factors to go into being the face of the NBA and why Zion will be it over Luka, over Giannis, over, pick your whoever you think the face of the NBA should be. And it's not going to be them unless you're saying it's Zion Williamson. And here's why. One, he has the name Zion, right? For a lot of our faces of the NBA, we like one name: Magic, Bird, Jordan, Shaq, LeBron. It's something unique, right? Like Magic, like that's unique. Who the hell's named Magic, right? Larry Bird, just Bird. This really comes off the tongue. LeBron, he's like literally the only person with his name. Shaq, like we just love to have our franchise builders, our faces of our leagues, to be associated with one name. Like just even in like the music industry, Beyonce, like just one name, Beyonce, Jay-Z, like we just love the one name thing. So Zion has that going for him. You also have the fact that he is dominant on the court. Dominant. Like this man is doing things on the court that are just ridiculous. Like nobody can stop him. Nobody can guard him. I'm gonna look at Zion's averages right now. Zion Williamson is averaging 27 and 7 on like 60% shooting. Like this man is going crazy. Like he's literally unguardable. He's got a 27.65 PER rating. He's averaging 26.8 points per game, seven rebounds, almost 4 assists. And he's doing, what's his field goal percentage? His field goal percentage is 61%. 61% from field goal percentage. He's only 30% three-point shooter, but that's going to improve. Zion is just killing it on the court. He literally cannot be stopped. There's nobody that can guard him. He is super unique, super bouncy, just the strongest man in the league, and he's out there dominating on the court. So you have the name. You have the name. You have the game. The name and the game got to go together. You can't just have the name and the game. You can't just have game and can't have the name. Like that goes with it. And the personality. He has the personality. He smiles. He lights it up. He gives great quotes. The other day he was talking about how his second favorite place to play is Madison Square Garden because every time he goes there, he lights it up. He lit it up when he was in college. He lit it up the other night against Julius Randle, who's playing all-star. Julius had like over 40, but Zion had 34. Like he gives you great quotes. And so now Jordan Brand is dropping his signature shoe. And I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at his shoe together. And you got to give me your thoughts in the comments on Zion's signature shoe released by the Jordan Brand. Now, here they go. These are the Zion 1s by Jordans right up here. So there's a few different colorways. Like he's got the little crazy color right there. He got some gray in there at the black and white joints that I think will be like the premier shoe. And yeah, so this is what Zion's going to be rocking on the court moving forward. Jordan Brand. Now, if you remember, Jordan Brand has a ton of athletes. They have Luka. They have Jason Tatum. They have Russell Westbrook. And I'm not sure if any of those guys, maybe Russ, but I know Tatum and Luka do not have signature shoes. Zion is their first, what they're calling Gen Z player in the league to get a signature shoe with Team Jordan. So it's going to be interesting because Team Jordans have like this stigma, right? Like here's the thing. Jordan is super popular as a shoe brand. The Jordans, the retro Jordans are like super popular with kids everywhere, especially black kids and in the hood. But how the performance and the recognition of Team Jordans are going to go over with new players and a new, culture and new young guys, I don't know. Because I remember Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, they were also signed to the Jordan Brand back in the day. And people bought their shoes. People bought the Mellows. I remember I had a pair of Mellows. People bought the CP3s. I remember my cousins had the CP3s. Like, so their shoes are pretty popular. One thing though, they have really cool designs and cool like suede. I had the suede Mellows. I don't know if you guys remember those, but those was tough. Like the Mellows was ignorant. And so if Team Jordan's able to garner that same buzz that they were able to garner with the early Chris Pauls and the early Mellows, Zion's going to have a great successful sneaker campaign. I think he's going to have a successful sneaker campaign regardless because the man is a hooper. Like the man is going to go out there and get buckets, and he does it in a flashy way. Like the efficiency of his points isn't the most flashy, but when he gets in a fast break or when those alley-oops are thrown or when dudes move out the way when he's driving the lane, that's the appeal to Zion Williamson. The newer generations got guys that they've been following since they were young high school guys, right? Like, so back for a long time, you would see the rare instance of like a LeBron James, a once in a generation type player that you've been following since high school up into his stardom in the NBA. But what a lot of these guys, because of the rise of Ball is Life and overtime and hoop mixtapes and all this stuff, there's a ton of guys that we've been able to follow since they were 13, 14, 15 years old up until the time they're in the NBA. Now, 80% of the guys on the hoop mixtapes and the overtimes, or maybe 90%, don't ever make it to the NBA, right? You got your LaMelo Balls and your Zion Williamsons that get there and then are actually stars, but 80 of them don't even make it to the league. And then out of the 20% that do make it, only about 2% are actually stars. Your LaMelo Balls, your Zion Williamson. Some of the best hoop mixtapes are guys who never made it to the league. It's a ton. I can't even think of them right now, top of my head. But they never made it to the NBA, and they also were never stars. I'm thinking of the Crime Stopper. Akil Carr was like one of my favorites. Akil Carr was like probably my favorite hoop mixtape ever. A little short dude who I don't even know if he played college football. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Zion Williamson does. He's got his new shoe deal with Jordan Brand, and I'm interested to see how that goes. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. at the Victory Formation and the Black Boss channel. Follow me on Instagram at JLightsy7. I post content on there all the time.